That's sound to sleep to, not good to.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Oh, I'm glad my...
As thick as the snow in the cut.
Torment him to see his legacy drown.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great." Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Bannakai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Bannakai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Bannakai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Bannakai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Bannakai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
Welcome. These lands belong to all who are able to survive them. Sometimes we gather near the frozen tarmac across the years. Sing the songs of our ancestors.
The bandits cower at Stone Yield because they are too...
Hunt with care near Stone Yield. It's crawling with bandits.
Whatever new machines crawl from that cauldron, we'll be ready. Frozen Tallneck is perhaps the most distinctive landmark in the cut.
Sometimes I see horrible shapes in the clouds. When will it be finished?
I'm tired.
One either strives to be the best
The Banuk of Song's Edge are our own.
When the old
We deserve
ones
to
were
paint.
fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai machines and this tribe were far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of flight. She saw it behind the world, great carnage.
Don't let the others intimidate you, Outlander. If the Banuk cannot tolerate outsiders, we don't deserve to survive.
They say Meridian is a place where your every need is met. No wonder the Carter is so delicate. Good luck talking to Sakuli about her painting. I can never make sense of her.
There's a strange beauty in the frozen tall neck and frosted
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving. These pigments you want, where should I look for them? Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs. The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but, You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door. Do the machines listen to the call? I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough. I'll see what I can find for you. Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Some like to pretend the cup belongs to the Banuk. Don't listen.
Remember, Bankai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were small. It was she.
One day, Jonah began to try. The next, the bug.
They're stuck and shoot of us.
No one hunts like the Banuk, but I've heard the Nora can handle their bows.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Araya. After that, I need to talk to her apprentice.
Outlander,
Follow the river
wait,
north.
wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
You're not the first to take an interest in it. I've made it myself.
Your own design. Yet you are not a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
This one's coming along nicely. Really sing.
Look for the frozen element and remember, the struggle of survival is never won. All kills from the best.
The bandits didn't order the nuisance without their weapons.
Want to go in handy?
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet this is struck. All right, keep watching.